It was a sunny Wednesday morning when Kelly Ripa, radiant as always, sat at her kitchen island in a silk robe sipping on an oat milk latte. Her husband, Mark Consuelos, shirtless and unbothered, was doing push-ups in the living room as one does when you're Mark Consuelos and gravity is merely a suggestion. Kelly looked up from her phone, where she'd just read yet another tabloid speculating on their steamy marriage. She sighed. Mark, if we ever split up, I swear I am. Never getting naked again? Mark paused mid-push-up. Wait, what? I mean it, she said, setting her coffee down. Never. No more naked. No more dating. Never. I'm officially retiring from romance if this ship ever sails off a cliff. Mark laughed, assuming. This was Kelly being her usual funny, dramatic self, part Lucille Ball, part Greek goddess, all glitter and sass. Babe, that's ridiculous. You'd have suitors lined up around the block. I don't want suitors, she snapped. Suitors want to go to dinner, and then they want to know your zodiac sign, and then they want to do ... things. I can't go through all that again. Do you know how exhausting it is to shave your legs for a man you barely know? Mark blinked. I'm familiar. I'm serious, Mark. If you and I don't make it, I'm throwing in the towel. Not metaphorically. Literally. I will wrap myself in terry cloth for the rest of my days and become one of those eccentric women with 17 cats and a robust collection of caftans. The declaration might have seemed like a joke, but in that moment, Kelly meant every word. The idea of dating again, swiping, small talk, the horror of revealing her age in certain lighting was unbearable. And don't get her started on intimacy. Let's be real, she mused aloud. This body is not returning to the showroom floor. It's a vintage model. There are customizations. Mark walked over and kissed her on the forehead, amused and oddly touched. You're nuts, maybe, Kelly said, smiling. But I'm your nuts. It was that mix of humor and heart that had carried them through more than 2 decades of marriage. The public adored them, the banter, the chemistry, the occasional Instagram thirst trap. But beneath the glossy surface was something very real. They were a team. A well-oiled, slightly inappropriate, constantly laughing team. Still, the idea lingered. Later that day, on Live with Kelly and Mark, as the cameras rolled and America watched them sip coffee and giggle about trending topics, Kelly brought it up again. I told Mark this morning that if we ever split, I'm never getting naked again, she said cheerfully to the audience. I'm going full nun. Dating is out of the question. Do you know how stressful it is to worry about your posture while undressing in someone else's lighting? Mark grinned at the audience. She's not kidding. She already threatened to burn all her lingerie and invest in muumuus. The audience roared with laughter. I'm serious, Kelly continued. Do you know what dating looks like now? It's apps, it's ghosting, it's people asking if you're on TikTok. I'd rather spend my nights knitting socks for squirrels. Behind the laughter was a nugget of truth that resonated with many women watching, especially those who'd been through divorce or heartbreak. The idea that starting over could be terrifying, awkward, and downright unappealing wasn't just relatable. It was liberating to say it out loud. That night, the headline hit the entertainment news cycle like a shot of espresso. Kelly Ripa declares, if she and Mark ever split, she's never getting naked again, says dating is out. Of the question, social media had a field day. Comments ranged from same girl to protect this marriage at all costs. One user joked, Kelly just saved me thousands on therapy. But Kelly, ever the pro, took it in stride. She clarified the next morning during the show. Look, I love love. I just love my love. I love Mark. I love not having to explain myself to someone new. I love not pretending I'm interested in cryptocurrency just because some guy has a good jawline. Mark chimed in. So basically, I can never leave because she won't shave her legs for anyone else. Correct, Kelly said. Also, I need you to kill spiders and reach things on high shelves. Their brand of marital comedy struck a nerve. More importantly, it offered a refreshing perspective. Relationships aren't about the gloss, they're about the grit, the laughter, the unfiltered honesty. And if the day ever came, God forbid, knock on every piece of wood in sight, that Kelly and Mark went their separate ways. Kelly had made her peace with becoming the eccentric lady in linen, sipping rose at 3 p.m. and adopting rescue dogs named after Italian cheeses dot in a world obsessed with youth, sex appeal, and romantic reinvention. Kelly's playful but earnest vow was a radical act of self-love. It said, I don't have to chase happiness. I've already built it, and sure, it was dramatic, it was performative. But it was also real dot because Kelly Ripa dancer, talk show queen, mom, wife, and occasional Instagram thirst trap participant. Knew one thing for certain. If Mark ever left, she wouldn't go out looking for love. She'd stay home. With a bathrobe, a good book, a glass of wine, and the absolute certainty that being alone didn't mean being lonely dot, and as she said with a wink to the camera the following week, besides, why start over when you already married your soulmate? And he's still hot. Let me know if you want this styled as a mock interview, op-ed, or short script instead.